Zarija, first one out of the throw-in. Enrique Zarija, his shot, turned back now by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz drive, picked up by Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zavaleta, strong neck shot along the ground. Alfredo Harriet moving in, but it's Celestino Garros to get the backhander. Garros shot up the field. Harriet picks up the pass. Alfredo Harriet driving on down towards that Suarez goal. Harriet can't get the ball cleanly, tops it a little bit. Alfonso Pierres leaves it now for brother Gonzalo. Gonzalo turns that ball around. Gonzalo Pierres, a little help of the pony. The ball's kicked along the boards. Gonzalo Pierres, his drive over the boards and out of play. So the ball's back in play now. Lucito Lalor hooked in the play by Alfonso Pierres. It's Enrique Zarija picking up the play now for Col Suarez. Zarija drives that ball down towards the goal. Zarija's shot along the back line. Zarija gets another mallet, but it's over the back line and wide of the goal mouth. So we're going to knock in now by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz puts that ball downfield. Trotz shot picked up by Gonzalo Pierres. Now it's Alfonso Pierres. Pierres being challenged here by Alfredo Harriet. The ball is driven off to the side. Gonzalo Pierres picks up the drive once again. Pierres shot off a pony. Garros moves in. Celestino Garros turns it back. Gonzalo Pierres, what a pickup out of the air twice and driving it on down right towards that goal. Pierres shot just outside to the right. So each team putting the ball over the back line once. We'll have a knock-in now by Celestino Garros. 5 minutes left in chukker number one. Garros, rated at 9 goals, taps that ball onto the field. Garros, a nice drive along the ground. Zarija tries to pick it up. He's challenged here by Alfonso Pierres, and it's Alfredo Harriet to pick up the line. Alfredo's left that ball behind. Zavaleta's short backhander, taken nicely, though, by Alfonso Pierres. Pierres tries to get around Celestino Garros. Pierres' shot, it's going right towards goal. Pierres can't get there in time, and once again, we'll have a knock-in by Celestino Garros. Garros taps that ball off to the right. Garros, nice lofted drive up the field. Harriet comes to the line. Gonzalo Pierres tries to pick it up. Alfonso Pierres with a backhander high in the air across field. Juan Martin Zavaleta unable to pick up the ball. Celestino Garros taps it forward, now gets the backhander, and Alfredo Harriet comes on the line, and we've got a whistle. First whistle of the game as Celestino Garros to take this shot. Garros, nice penalty 5 up the ground. Harriet moves in with Pierres, and once again we hear the whistle. So after checking with our referee, Cacho Merlos, a penalty is going in favor of Suarez. Harriet takes the penalty 3, and it's through for the score. Alfredo Harriet getting the first score of the game on a penalty 3. Picked up here by Alfredo Harriet. He's challenged by Gonzalo Tenora. Alfonso Pierres coming in. Celestino Garros takes the ball forward. Garros shot over the boards and in the crowd. Gonzalo Pierres fighting hard with Enrique Zarija. Alfredo Harriet cross field, but it's Alfonso Pierres getting in there quickly. Alfonso Pierres moves that ball down towards goal. Pierres getting the ball past Celestino Garros, but Garros puts him on his hip, goes to the backhander, short back shot, it's still in front of the goal. Zavaleta can't get a play. Gonzalo Pierres comes in. Pierres puts it on through for the score. Oh, excuse me, that was just a little wide. It's Celestino Garros with a knock-in. Garros puts that ball down the field, backed up now by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres up to Alfonso. Alfonso's drive, it's up in the air, but wide to the left. So once again, knock in by Garros up the field. Gonzalo Pierres tries to turn it around. Alfredo Harriet sends that ball down the ground. Here comes Lucito Lalor. Lalor picking up the play. Gets it past Ernesto Trotz. Trotz checking over his shoulder. Ernesto cuts that ball off to the side. Ernesto's shot picked off by Harriet, and it looks like it's going to be good. Yes, it is. Alfredo Harriet getting his second score of the game, and it's now 2-0 with a minute and a half left in chukker number one. Suarez, 2-goal lead. Alfonso Pierres coming out quickly with the ball. Pierres trying to get past Celestino Garros. He gets the ball past him. Garros puts him on his hip, going for the backhander. Celestino, nice back shot across field. But look at Alfonso, what an attempt. It's going. Gonzalo gets him out on it. Gonzalo Pierres gets a goal of his own. So Espadaña getting their first score of the game by Gonzalo Perez. Back in play, it's Perez once again out of the lineup. Perez moves that ball downfield. Celestino Garros, the number 4 in red, goes for the backhander. He turns it around beautifully. For Suarez, he's got Lucita Lalor moving in. Lalor called off the play. Alfredo Harriet takes the ball forward. Harriet, his shot, picked off by Zavaleta, and it's over the boards, ending chukker number 1. So at the end of one, Perez going to the whip hard with Celestino Garros. Perez cuts that ball back towards the goal. Alfredo Harriet moves in, but here comes Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla out of the corner. Enrique Zorrilla, the number 2 in red for Suarez. Enrique on a fast pony. He's hooked partially by Gonzalo Perez. Perez slows the play down. Brother Alfonso gets the backhander. Alfonso setting up his number 1, Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zavaleta slows it down, works his way to goal, now shoots a pass. He's got a player coming up. It's Gonzalo Perez, but Celestino Garros gets the backhander first. Garros shot picked up beautifully by Perez. Gonzalo over to Juan Martin Zavaleta, who takes the ball on the near side. And we've got a penalty 5 in favor of Suarez. Celestino taps the ball one time. Celestino Garros carries the ball forward. Celestino trying to set up Enrique Zorrilla, but he's ridden off by Perez, who gets the backhander. Gonzalo Perez moves in. He's got Ernesto Trotz going towards goal. Trotz going hard, but it's Celestino Garros to back that ball. It's deflected off a pony. It comes across the goal mouth. Who's got the play? Alfredo Harriet. Harriet drives that ball up to Zorrilla. Zorrilla reaches for the ball. He's hooked by Perez. The ball is stepped on, and it's buried. So we're going to have a bowl in. Alfredo Harriet trying to get that ball out of the hole. He does. And we're going to have a bowl in right now. On Martin Zavaleta, his backhander going towards goal. Garros challenged by Perez. Here comes Alfonso. Alfonso shot just outside to the right. Celestino Garros taps that ball back onto the playing field. Garros challenged by Zavaleta, but Garros gets the ball past him. Here comes Alfredo Harriet hard on the line. Alfredo gets that ball past Gonzalo Perez. Perez coming over to challenge, but Alfredo still has the line. Alfredo Harriet, former 10-goaler on the move. He's bumped out of there. It's turned back by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz leaving the play. It's picked up now by Alfonso Perez. Alfonso, the number 2 in the green and white. He's got his number 1, Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zavaleta gets in front, can't quite get the ball. Perez on the near side. Alfonso shoots towards goal. Alfonso now takes the next shot. It's just outside once again. Espadaña having a tough time with the goal today. Celestino Garros puts that ball back on the field. Backed up here by Alfonso Perez, and what a meet though by Alfredo Harriet. Perez, short backhander, a little lower turns. Gonzalo Perez comes out with the ball. Excuse me, that's Ernesto Trotz. Trotz shoots towards goal. Trotz shot, it's picked up now by Zavaleta. It's outside to the right. So, lucky break for Suarez, unlucky for Espadaña. Celestino gets that ball nicely past Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zorrilla bumped hard. Gonzalo Perez turns it around. Perez up to Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zavaleta, his drive down to the right. It's Garros coming in for the defense for Suarez. Garros, the red number 4, backs it up to his number 3, Alfredo Harriet. Alfredo sends that ball on the ground up to his number 2. It bounces over the stick. It's Gonzalo Perez to put it back now for the green team. Harriet takes the ball forward. Looks for his players, backs up a nice pass right to Celestino Garros. Garros coming in, but Perez gets there first. Ernesto Trotz steals it away from Lucita Lalor. Trotz, nicely shot right towards that goal. Ernesto Trotz, Ernesto Trotz ties it all up at 2 goals each. 2-2 the score. 2.5 minutes remaining in chukker number 2. The ball's in play. Gonzalo Perez comes out with the play. Gonzalo slowed down. Here comes Alfonso Perez. Perez trying to reach Juan Martin Zavaleta, but once again Garros on the defense. Zavaleta pokes the ball behind him. Lucita Lalor turns that ball around. Luis Lalor up to Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla getting him out on the play on the near side. Zorrilla having to come around the umpire. He takes the bump from Gonzalo Perez. Can't hit that ball cleanly. It's against the boards. As Ernesto Trotz backs it up right to Gonzalo Perez. Perez shot off a pony. Backed up now by Harriet. No one there to take the pass. Ernesto Trotz checks over his shoulder. Takes a little cut shot right up the middle of the ground. Alfonso moves in, but Alfredo Harriet is there. Now it's coming together. Juan Martin Zavaleta gets it away nicely from Celestino Garros. Zavaleta works his way to goal. Zavaleta, this shot looks good. It takes a bounce. It's off the post. It's through. So, for the first time today, Espadaña up by 1 goal, 3-2. Minute and a quarter left in chukker number 2. First one out of throw-in. Alfredo Harriet setting up his forwards, but Ernesto Trotz gets there first. Trotz, nice backhander along the ground. Trotz shot. Turned back by Alfredo Harriet, but we had a whistle on that play. Celestino Garros to take the penalty 5 from the point of the infraction. He taps it forward. Zavaleta comes in. Garros puts that ball high in the air right down in front of that goal mouth. Alfonso Perez gets a backhander across field as Ernesto Trotz takes the play. Trotz being ridden off by Lucito Lalor. Lucito, short neck shot, but it's Alfonso Perez putting that ball back upfield. Ernesto Trotz coming in for the play. He's hooked in the play by Lalor. Ernesto Trotz. He fires one in, and Ernesto Trotz gets his second goal of the game, and it's now 4-2. See Juan Carlos here in the crowd. Juan Carlos Harriet watching his former teammates for the Col Suarez team. There's Gonzalo Tenora in the background. He unfortunately was injured and won't be playing in this tournament, but hopefully the next. So a lot of the Suarez contingent on hand, as well as the Espadaña crew. Luis Lalor, bumped in there by Ernesto Trotz. Lalor shot, turned around by Trotz. Trotz up to Gonzalo Perez. Gonzalo coming on the outside. Harriet coming in to challenge. Alfredo Harriet, he's bumped by Alfonso Perez, but he gets that backhander away. It's deflected off a pony. It's picked up now by Gonzalo Perez. What a little pickup, though, by Celestino Garros. Garros shot, taken now by Alfonso Perez. Alfonso, short drive. Gonzalo Perez moves in. Gonzalo overshoots that goal. It's off to the left and wide of the goal mouth. Celestino brings that ball back into play. Garros. His shot into a pony. Garros, nice recovery. He's bumped by Zavaleta. Zavaleta comes forward, and we hear the umpire's whistle. Garros with the penalty 5. Decides to dribble. Now uncorks a pass downfield up to Harriet. Harriet shot up to Zorrilla. Zorrilla right in front of goal. Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla getting his first score of the game. So it's now 4-3. Fredo Harriet turns that ball around. Harriet shot out in the open. Who's going to get the play? Gonzalo Perez. Perez, he was challenged. It's picked up, though, by Celestino Garros. Garros drive, turned back by Perez. Juan Martin Zavaleta avoids the hook from Luis Lalor. Two umpires coming over to confer with our referee, Cacho Merlos, and they've decided it's a foul against Espadaña. Celestino Garros taking the penalty 5. Celestino, nice lofted drive right up into that goal area. Can anybody get the pass? Whistle on that play. Penalty 5 in favor of Espadaña. Ernesto Trotz quickly puts that ball across field. Alfonso Perez taking the pass. Perez on that fast little black mare. Perez, the ball hops over his mallet. He's followed up, though, by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz, his shot is wide to the left. Garros for Suarez with the knock-in. Celestino dribbling that ball one time. Celestino, nice lofted shot up the ground. Celestino shot, taken back by Gonzalo Pierres. Alfonso takes the pass from brother Gonzalo. It's deflected by Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla, his drive, off the pony of Pierres. Pierres carries the ball forward. Alfonso takes a little belly shot. Ernesto trots. He's challenged by Luis Lalor, and it's picked up here by Celestino Garros. Garros shot downfield. Ernesto trots, turns it around. Trots over to Pierres, but it's turned back by Enrique Zorrilla. Luis Lalor, Lucito Lalor, trying to get around Ernesto Trots. Trots, a short backhander, nicely placed. Lalor coming in on the line. He leaves the play for Alfredo Harriet. Harriet takes that ball against the boards. Harriet puts that ball back over to Lalor. Lalor waits for it to settle, shoots towards goal. He's challenged hard by Ernesto Trots. It's picked up now by Garros, and here comes Alfonso Pierres, Gonzalo Pierres across field. Gonzalo up to Alfonso. Alfonso winds up, gets under that ball, it takes a bad hop, Gonzalo moves in, but it's Alfredo Harriet getting there first. Uh-oh, he miscues. Gonzalo pounces on that loose ball. Gonzalo Pierres, his shot down in the corner, right to Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zavaleta having a little trouble with that ball. It's right along the back line. It's over and out of play. Celestino Garros takes the penalty 5. Garros drives that ball across field. Gonzalo Pierres taking Alfredo Harriet wide. Pierres shot in front of goal. Zavaleta turns. It's picked off though by Lalor, and we've heard another whistle. Celestino Garros to take the penalty 5. Garros taps it one time. Garros gets it up in the air, up the middle of the ground. Alfredo Harriet moving in. Alfredo takes it once on the near side. Alfonso Pierres challenging hard. They've come together. What a tail shot by Alfredo Harriet. Enrique Zorrilla can't get the play. Alfonso Pierres turns it back right to brother Gonzalo, but Gonzalo's ridden out by Celestino Garros. Garros gets the backhander. Garros shot picked off by Pierres. Taken once again by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet next that ball right over towards the goal. It's Alfonso Pierres with a beautiful save. Pierres followed up by brother Gonzalo, but whistle on that play. So this could be costly. Ball is dropped down for a penalty 2 right in front of that Espadaña goal. Alfredo Harriet pokes it in, and it's all tied up at 4 goals each. 1 minute, 45 seconds approximately left in this chukker, and the ball's back in play. Juan Martin Zavaleta moves in. Celestino Garros gets the backhander. Backed along a little further by Alfredo Harriet. Trots meets the play. Trots, he's hooked now by Lalor. Lalor turns that pony around. Alfonso Pierres steals the line. Alfonso carries the ball forward now for Espadaña. It's Alfonso Pierres. He's going to have to go for that deep neck shot. Oh, off the toe of his mallet and wide to the right. Celestino Garros once again for the knock-in. Garros drives that ball up the ground. Gonzalo Pierres turns it back. Pierres shot picked up here by Ernesto Trots. Trots takes the ball forward. It's over the top of his mallet head. Here comes Gonzalo, who calls for the line. Gonzalo Pierres. Gonzalo, nice shot right towards that goal. It's a little bit wide. Celestino watches it roll over the back line. And now it's Garros for the knock-in. Garros. Celestino takes the next shot across field. Alfredo Harriet can't quite get there in time. It's backed up by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres shot backed around by Alfredo Harriet. Sent back a little further by Zorrilla, and here comes Celestino Garros going through. Garros, can he get past Pierres? His shot into the pony of Pierres. It's a loose ball. Who's going to get there first? Gonzalo Pierres turns that pony around, carries the ball forward. But Gonzalo's shot draws some attention from the umpire. Pretty good crowd here at Hurlingham today. 4 the score coming into chukker number 4. Chukker number 4 underway. Ernesto Trotz going for the defense. Trotz puts that ball along the ground. Here comes Harriet to try to intercept. Celestino Garros puts it in the pony of Harriet. Alfredo Harriet winds up on the near side. Alfredo, he's challenged, but it's Alfredo Harriet now gets a clearing backhander towards the goal. Alfonso Pierres waits for it to settle. Short backhander picked up by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz coming away with the play, and we hear a whistle. Alfredo Harriet take the penalty shot. Alfredo, his penalty 3 is through for the score. Alfredo Harriet getting his 4th goal of the game, and it's now 5-4. Zavaleta challenged by Celestino Garros. Zorrilla takes the backhander and takes a whistle. Ernesto Trotz takes the penalty 2, and it's through for the score. All tied up once again. Players back at midfield, the ball's in play. Trotz moves in, has to give way. It's backed up by Alfonso Pierres. Alfredo Harriet turns that ball. Celestino Garros knocks it out of the air, but it's picked off here by Espadaña. That shot going right up towards goal. It's outside. Garros with a knock-in. Celestino puts that ball nicely up the field. Ricky Zorrilla challenged by Alfonso Pierres, but no, Zorrilla takes the ball back. Ricky Zorrilla, he's hooked in the play by Gonzalo Pierres. Ernesto Trotz gets a short backhander. It's turned around by Lucito Lalor. Lalor up to Alfredo Harriet. Harriet going forward. Harriet challenging Ernesto Trotz. Trotz getting the backhander away. Trotz shot picked up here. And Ricky Zorrilla puts the ball downfield for Suarez. Zorrilla moves in, takes the next shot. It's looking good. Wide to the left. Ernesto Trotz getting his 2nd knock-in of the game. Trotz, nice drive, but it's off a pony. Lalor turns back quickly to goal. Lucito Lalor quickly on that ball. Lalor. It's wide to the right. So, lucky break for Ernesto Trotz. Trotz this time decides to hit away. Beautiful drive up the ground. Ricky Zorrilla, backhander on the offside. Backed along a little further by Lalor. Kicked by a pony and picked up once again by Lalor. Lalor shot going to goal. Ernesto Trotz moves in and turns it back for Espadaña. Trotz up to Alfonso Pierres, followed up by brother Gonzalo. Gonzalo Pierres puts a pass downfield. Here comes Juan Martín Zavaleta. He takes the ball forward. Excuse me, that was Pierres. Now it's Juan Martín Zavaleta hooking the mallet of Enrique Zorrilla. Gonzalo Pierres comes through the whole pack, but we've heard a whistle. Harriet takes the ball forward. Alfredo Harriet necks that ball across the field. Alfredo followed up by Lucito Lalor. Lalor trying to get past Ernesto Trotz. That ball takes a hop. It's along the back line. It's picked off here now by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres right along the back line. It's against the boards. Pierres tries the backhander. Can't get it off. Ernesto Trotz does. Trotz shot. Picked up now by Gonzalo Pierres. Gonzalo hits over the top of his mallet. It's backed up now by Lucito Lalor. Lalor shot going towards goal, but Ernesto Trotz turns the play around for Espadaña. Trotz, his drive, taken now by Alfonso Pierres. Pierres can't carry it as far as he'd like to. Ernesto Trotz moves in. His shot is over the boards. Ball's back in play. Juan Martín Zavaleta comes out with the ball. Zavaleta, challenged by Celestino Garros. Zavaleta, his drive, turned around by Garros, high in the air. Garros shot. A loose ball. Who's going to get it? It's Alfredo Harriet calling for the line. He's got 2 players out in front. Harriet's shot, moving right up towards that goal. Who's going to get there first? It's rolling. It's backed out of there beautifully by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz drive. Picked up now by Juan Martin Zavaleta. Scramble in front of the goal. It's a shot at goal. Looked like it was Enrique Zarija. Alfredo Harriet takes that ball. Cross field. Alfredo Harriet. He's bumped hard now by Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso, his backhander into a pony. Ooh, they've lost sight of it, but Gonzalo Pierres finds the mark. Pierres up to brother Alfonso. Alfonso unleashes a pass down towards goal. Zavaleta trying to challenge Celestino Garros. Garros turns that ball back beautifully. Garros shot picked off now by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz with the next shot. It's high in the air. It's looking good. It's outside to the left. So at the end of 5 full chukkers of play, the score now 6-5 in favor of Col Suarez. Suarez taking the lead. Celestino Garros puts the ball back into play. Garros challenged by Zavaleta. Alfonso Pierres, short backhander, deflected off a pony. Gonzalo Pierres moves in with a tail shot right towards goal. Ernesto Trotz putting on the speed, getting past Celestino Garros. Gets a centering shot now. Here comes Juan Martin Zavaleta. He necks that ball right towards goal. He's got the score. Juan Martin Zavaleta ties it all up at 6 goals apiece. Back in play, Ernesto Trotz gets the first shot. He's followed up here by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres drive way down the field. Zavaleta tries a little centering shot, but that ball rolls over the back line. Garros puts it back into play. Celestino trying to reach Alfredo. Gonzalo Pierres cuts it off. Gonzalo turns back on the ball. Gonzalo just waiting for his players to get in position. Now look at that next shot by Gonzalo Pierres, but just outside that goalpost. Score stands 6-6. Espadaña having trouble with this goal today. Celestino sure having to work on those knock-ins. Gonzalo Pierres says, hey, I'm going to put it back towards that goal once again. That's what he does. Gonzalo's shot picked off now by Enrique Zarija. Zarija coming around the turn. Zarija runs the circle. Enrique Zarija, the number 2. He's challenged by Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zavaleta makes the hook and backhander. What a play. Celestino Garros bumped hard. Short backhander now as Alfredo Harriet leaves the line for Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso Pierres feeds one up to goal. Alfonso's shot, it's right in front of goal, but stolen out of there by Celestino Garros. Gonzalo Pierres gets it away from Lucito Lalor. Lalor takes it back. Lalor, the number 1 for the Suarez team. Lalor getting on that ball a little too much. Gonzalo tries for the backhander and takes a bad hop, and here comes Alfredo Harriet to pick up the play for Col Suarez. Alfonso Pierres gets the defensive backhander, back up the field. Juan Martin Zavaleta can't get there in time. It's backed up now. Alfredo Harriet, Celestino Garros, but it's stolen by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz takes the ball away from Enrique Zarija. Trotz going forward. Ernesto Trotz knocks down his own shot. Here comes Zarija with a backhander. Zarija's shot picked up now by Alfonso Pierres. Pierres, fans the ball, and Lucito Lalor pounces on the loose play. Lalor moving into challenge. It's Juan Martin Zavaleta, but Lalor still has the line. A short neck shot. It takes a bad bounce. It's over the back line and out of play. No problem. Okay, no foul on the play. We'll have a bowl in. Benjamin says, listen, fellas, if you don't line up straight, I'm not going to put the ball in. He's giving them plenty of time, plenty of warning. So it looks like he might have him right where he wants him now, and bowls that ball into play. Gonzalo Pierres traps it, gets the back hitter, knocks it out of the air. Gonzalo, what mallet control. Gonzalo, he's hooked by Lucito Lalor. It's right along the boards. It's taken forward now by Ricky Zarija. His shot turned back, but Lucito Lalor is right there. Lucito Lalor avoids the hook from Gonzalo Pierres and puts Suarez out in front. Fredo Harriet putting that ball downfield. Harriet's shot. Lucito Lalor unable to pick it up, but it's Nesto Trotz with a turnaround. Trotz says, hey, I can't go to the right, I'll go to the left, and he does. Nesto Trotz takes the ball forward. Trotz, what a beautiful drive. It's high in the air. Alfonso Pierres moving in, getting in front of Celestino Garros. Alfonso, once, twice to the near side. It takes a bad hop. Garros takes the bump, goes for the shot. It's a duel for the ball as Ernesto Trotz, his drive off the pony. Who's going to get the play now? It's over the boards. All right, back in play. Alfonso Pierres moving in. Celestino Garros gets the shot away. Garros, Pierres, they've got a horse race going now. Celestino carries the ball forward on the near side. Alfonso Pierres keeping the pressure on. Celestino can't get it against the boards. Gonzalo Pierres, his backhander. Picked off now by Alfredo Harriet. What a neck shot by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet's drive downfield. Alfonso Pierres, short backhander. Juan Martín Zavaleta sends it back for La Espadaña. Alfredo Harriet gets a short backhander on the near side. Alfonso Pierres picks up the play, and here comes Gonzalo. Gonzalo Pierres sends that ball downfield. Little discussion on the field now where that ball exactly went out, I guess. So the clock is stopped with 1 minute, 7-6 the score, and we're ready for the bowl in. Ball's in play, through the lineup, taken here by Alfonso Pierres. Juan Martín Zavaleta, unable to hit it cleanly. Zorija turns back. Alfredo Harriet moving in, but Juan Martín Zavaleta gets the shot past Celestino Garros. Garros coming back for the defense. Garros, what a beautiful backhander. Celestino's shot, turned around by Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso's drive, picked off by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet turns that ball downfield. Gonzalo Pierres checks over his shoulder. What's he going to do? Back the ball. Yes, sir. What a nice backhander. Gonzalo Pierres, his shot, turned back once again by Garros. Alfredo Harriet moving in. He gets a centering shot across field. Enrique Zarija moving in. He's called off now by Lucito Lalor. Lalor gives it a ride downfield. Trotz going back for the defense. Zarija coming in to challenge. It's a nice backhander though by Ernesto Trotz on the near side. Zavaleta turns. He can't get there in time. He's followed up though by Gonzalo Pierres. Celestino Garros, as always, on the defense. Goes for the backhander. Short one but nicely placed. Gonzalo Pierres, Juan Martín Zavaleta. They both come for the same ball. Now Alfonso moves in, avoids the hook, and carries that ball right towards goal. Zavaleta, right in scoring position. He decides to go for a backhander. It's deflected off a pony. Pierres can't pick it up. Enrique Zarija saves the day. Enrique Zarija takes the ball against the boards. Zarija called off now by Celestino Garros. Garros feeds a pass into the pony, but Lucito Lalor picks it up. Lalor, his drive, turned around by Gonzalo Pierres. A loose ball. Who's going to get it? It's Gonzalo calling Juan Martín off the ball. Gonzalo Pierres lofts that ball downfield. He's got Alfonso moving to goal. Alfonso Pierres takes the bouncing ball. One shot right in front of goal. Alfonso tries to finish it off. It's stolen out of there by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet saves the goal. Backed up once again by Zavaleta. But this time it's over the back line and wide of the goal. So, at the end of the chukker, it's all Suarez out in front, 7-6. Celestino Garros. Garros gets the ball past Zavaleta. Celestino's drive, picked off by Alfonso Pierres. Now it's stolen here by Lalor, who leaves it for Alfredo Harriet. Harriet avoids the hook, carries the ball forward, but it's over the boards and out of play. Once again, the ball's bowled into play. Gonzalo Perez gets the first shot. Zavaleta moves in, but Celestino Garros quickly on the defense, gets the backhander. Knocked down here by Alfonso Perez. Perez called off by brother Gonzalo. Gonzalo fires a shot towards the goal. Alfredo Harriet leaves the play for Celestino Garros. Garros puts it over in the corner. Harriet coming in to challenge Zavaleta. They come together. Gonzalo Perez gets him out on the play. It's Enrique Zorrilla moving that ball on field. Enrique Zorrilla, the number 2 for the Suarez team, gets under it a little too much. Alfredo Harriet gives him a little backup. Harriet coming on the outside now. Alfredo Harriet keeps pushing that ball forward. Harriet, he's hooked in the play by Zavaleta, but Zorrilla follows up with a good drive. Zorrilla's shot right to Alfredo Harriet. Harriet gets under that ball. It's carrying its way to goal. It's rolling, rolling, rolling. It's through for the score, Alfredo Harriet. That ball had enough on it. So it's now 8-6 as Alfredo Harriet gets his 5th goal of the game. Enrique Zorrilla from the throw-in. His drive. Backed up by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz over to Zavaleta. Zavaleta along the boards. Zavaleta checks over his shoulder, keeps dribbling. He's challenged by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet, short backhander, picked up now by Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla takes the ball out in the open. Enrique Zorrilla fires a pass downfield for Lalor. Lalor moves in with Alfonso Perez. Perez gets the backhander. Trotz sends it back a little further as Alfredo Harriet puts a backhander right into the pony of Juan Martín Zavaleta. Zavaleta called off now by Trotz. Trotz takes it forward, can't get the second shot. Zorrilla, it's hopped over his mallet. Gonzalo Perez comes right in. Perez avoids the hook, carries the ball forward. Perez shot up to Juan Martín Zavaleta. Zavaleta coming to goal. Zavaleta shot off the goal post and wide to the right. Tough break for La Espadaña. Garros takes the knock-in, cross field. Now necks it back over for Alfredo. Alfredo moving in with Gonzalo Perez. Perez goes first, gets the backhander on the near side. Perez trying to set up brother Alfonso. Alfonso, but it's Celestino Garros. What a save with that neck shot. Lalor takes the pass from Garros. Drives it against the boards. Challenged by Trotz. Lalor, Trotz, they're neck and neck. Here comes Zorrilla moving up. But Gonzalo Perez gets there first with the backhander. Perez backs that ball right along the boards. Alfredo Harriet turns. Alfonso Perez carries it forward. Alfonso trying to get around Celestino. It's like a stone wall. Garros backs that ball up. It's carried forward, though, by Juan Martín Zavaleta. And it's over the boards. Penalty 4, going in favor of La Espadaña. Trotz takes the shot. It's up. It's wide to the right. Celestino Garros once again for the knock-in. Garros gets the ball away from Zavaleta. Gonzalo Perez coming in for the backhander. Perez turns that ball around. Juan Martín Zavaleta avoiding the hook from Celestino Garros. Now Garros puts the pressure on. Zavaleta's shot off wide to the right. What a difficult neck shot he had to make on the near side. Garros puts the knock in up the field. Alfonso Perez turns it around. Zavaleta stops the play, turns on the ball. Garros moves in, and we've had a whistle. So the penalty 5 to be taken now by Celestino Garros. Garros pops one up in the air. Alfonso Perez turns it around. Nice shot in the air. Picked off here by Celestino Garros. Garros going cross field. Necks it on down. Enrique Zorrilla up to Lalor. It's right in front of goal, but I think we're going to give that one to Celestino Garros. Garros shot carries through. Ball back in play. Backed out of there by Alfonso Perez. Picked off now by Juan Martín Zavaleta. Zavaleta tries to get past Garros. That ball's rolling, 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 wide to the left. Tough break. Celestino Garros getting a workout with these knock-ins. Garros waits for it to settle, drives one over against the boards. Celestino Garros, he's being challenged now by Gonzalo Pierres. It's off the boards. Pierres gets the backhander. It's picked up, though, by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet turns the play around, backs that ball into the crowd. Zavaleta tries to pick it up. It's Alfredo Harriet, but it's stolen now by Ernesto Trotz. It's taken here by Juan Martin Zavaleta. Trotz follows up. Trotz in front of goal. Trotz shot carries on through. Ernesto Trotz. Score now 9-7 in favor of Col Suarez. Ball's back in play. Gonzalo Pierres knocks one downfield. Celestino Garros going back for the defense. Garros backs that ball up. Garros shot. Turned around by Gonzalo Pierres. Enrique Zorrilla challenged there by Alfonso. Juan Martin Zavaleta gets past Garros. It's in front of goal. Zorrilla stops the play, but Juan Martin gets the score, and it's now 9-8. 9-8 the score, early in chukker number 7. Lucito Lalor, he's hooked by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres makes the hook, goes for the belly shot, and it's downfield as Alfredo Harriet turns it around, trying to reach Celestino Garros. Here comes Enrique Zorrilla, short backhander. Zavaleta backs it up for La Espadaña. Alfonso Pierres, next one down for brother Gonzalo, but Alfredo Harriet, it's hopped over his mallet. Gonzalo pounced on that loose ball. He's challenged here by Zorrilla. He's got on the offside, the near side. He's in front of goal. Gonzalo Pierres, that ball is through for the score, and it's all tied up. Gonzalo Pierres ties the score now at 9-9. Alfonso taking the ball downfield. Alfonso Pierres, challenged by Celestino Garros. Garros gets the backhander. It's turned back, though, by Gonzalo. This game is getting hot. It's Enrique Zorrilla taking the ball. Zorrilla working his way down towards that Suarez goal. Zorrilla, can he get around? Ernesto Trotz. Trotz goes to the backhander, gets it off. It's deflected off a pony. It's still in front of goal. Luis Delor moves in, but Gonzalo Pierres gets the clearing shot. Pierres shot, taken now by Ernesto Trotz. Trotz bangs one downfield. Alfonso Pierres. No, that's Zavaleta. Tries to carry it forward. Gonzalo Pierres turns quickly. Pierres, short backhander away from Zorrilla. A bump, a ride-off. Valor backs it up. It's picked off, though, by Gonzalo Pierres. It's against the pony. It's Pierres once again moving in. Pierres whips one up the middle of the ground. Alfonso Pierres moving in the line. Alfonso, the number 2 in green, drives that ball deep into their territory. Celestino Garros going for the defense. Always there, but it's wide and over the back line. Garros knock-in off to the right. Garros gets it past Juan Martin Zavaleta. The ball taking a bounce against the boards. Zorrilla can't quite reach it. Pierres next that ball across the field. Alfonso coming in, but here comes Alfredo Harriet. Alfredo, miscues, but it's picked off nicely by Celestino Garros. Looked as if they planned it that way. Backed up, though, now by Gonzalo Pierres. Garros picks it up. Met in there by Alfonso Pierres. Lucito Lalor hooked on the play. It's Garros to take the ball. Celestino Garros comes around the outside. That shot kicked by a pony is followed up, though, by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet puts one right up in the goal area. Trotz can't get a play. Harriet backs it up. It's deflected now by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres trying to get out in the open. Gonzalo, he's got Alfonso moving out in front. It's a horse race by the Pierres as Alfonso goes for the play. He knows if he can draw a player with him, he'll leave Gonzalo a shot at the ball. It's off to the left. Gonzalo comes in, comes out with the ball. Gonzalo still with the play. Gonzalo whips a nice shot right across the goal mouth. Celestino Garros. Juan Martin Zavaleta. Zavaleta's drive. It's right in front of goal. It's going. Stolen out of there by Alfredo Harriet. Backed up now by Pierres. Picked off, though, by Zorrilla. Here comes Celestino Garros. What a series of plays. That Suarez team hanging in. It's downfield. Who's got the line? It looks like it's Lucita Lalor. Lalor trying to reach Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla, he's got a man on his hip. It's Ernesto Trotz. Zorrilla can't get back for the second shot on the near side. Alfonso Pierres carries one across the goal. Lalor calls for the line. Lucita Lalor, his backhander deflected by Ernesto Trotz. Alfredo Harriet steals the play and takes a whistle. 9-9 here in chukker number 7. Ernesto Trotz coming through. Trotz winds up, can't connect on the next shot. Celestino Garros turns that ball around. Garros. Celestino pops a high drive, high in the air. Garros shot, turned around by Gonzalo Pierres. Juan Martin Zavaleta moves in, leaves the ball for Alfonso. Alfonso shot off to the right. But I think we had a whistle back there a little ways. We sure did. Dropping the ball down for a penalty too. Gonzalo Pierres to take the shot. Gonzalo puts it through. And it's now 10-9. La Espadaña. Back in play. Juan Martin Zavaleta ridden off by Garros. Garros can't get the backhander. Alfredo Harriet pops on that line. Harriet. Pierres, they come together. Pierres pops a nice high lofted shot. Celestino tries to meet it. He's challenged by Zavaleta, and we've got a whistle. Penalty 5 to be taken now by Alfredo Harriet. Harriet fires one down. Off to the right, Lalor gets him out on it's through, and it's all tied up once again. Lucita Lalor tying up the score, 10-10. 1 minute left in the chukker. What a polo match we've got going. Zavaleta banged in there by Harriet. Harriet looks like he caught a horse's head, lost his reins, and we'll have a little timeout. Celestino Garros taking the penalty 5. Garros. Garros drives that ball off to the right. Harriet coming in. Alfonso Pierres backs it away now for La Espadaña. Picked up, though, by Celestino Garros. And once again, we've had the umpire's whistle. Ernesto Trotz to take the penalty 5. Trotz puts the ball downfield. Gonzalo Pierres moving in, but Alfonso takes the play. Alfonso's shot going off to the right. It's wide and over the back line, ending chukker number 7. So at the end of 7 full chukkers of play, it's all tied up at 10 goals each. Okay. So the player is coming back out to start chukker number 8. It's all tied up at 10 goals each. What a match this has been. Celestino Garros with a knock-in. Garros along the ground. Alfredo Harriet coming to the play, but Gonzalo gives it a short backhander. Alfredo jumps on that loose ball. Alfredo Harriet carries that ball up the field. Pierres turns it around. Once again, it's Harriet. They've got a little tennis match going. Harriet. Gonzalo Pierres. Harriet takes the bouncing ball knee high. Gonzalo can't get him out on it. Harriet comes in. He's hooked by Alfonso Pierres. Ernesto Trotz takes the ball downfield. Juan Martin Zavaleta trying to get the position, but Celestino Garros backs it up nicely for Suarez. Celestino, his drive, picked off here by Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso takes the ball on the outside. Pierres, the number 2 in green. He's challenged by Zorrilla. He fires a shot over towards that goal. It's a little bit wide. Alfonso bumping hard with with Alfredo Harriet. Lucita Lalor tails that ball across field. Lalor trying to set up Celestino Garros, but Juan Martin Zavaleta's backhander pops off a pony. It's in the air. Alfonso waits for it to settle. Alfonso necks it over towards that goal. But Celestino Garros is there to watch that ball roll over the back line. So once again, La Espadaña puts that ball over the back line. Garros brings it back into play, must be at least 18 times this game. And he's got a player moving in. It's Lalor. Lalor giving way to Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres backs the ball up. Picked up now by Alfonso Pierres, and Alfonso takes a whistle. Garros dribbles the penalty 5. Garros now smokes one downfield. Stopped in there by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres trying to get away from Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla hooked in the play. Backed up now by Pierres. Pierres shot across field. Zavaleta moves in. Alfredo Harriet. Nice, cool move. He turns that ball towards the goal. Alfredo Harriet still dribbling. He's challenged by Gonzalo Pierres. It's along the back line. Alfredo loses it momentarily. It rolls over the back line. And Ernesto Trotz will get a shot. All right, the ball's back in play. Juan Martin Zavaleta can't quite carry that ball the way he'd like to. Celestino Garros, short backhander. Alfredo Harriet sends it back further, but Gonzalo Pierres is there once again. Gonzalo. The ball hops over his mallet. Enrique Zorrilla tries the next shot. Alfredo Harriet picks up the play. Alfredo, he's been everywhere. Lucito Lalor reaches his way out for that ball. And it's Ernesto Trotz to take the penalty 5. Ernesto puts that ball downfield. It's picked up now by Juan Martin Zavaleta. He's followed up by Alfonso Pierres. Alfonso trying to break this tie. Alfonso can't get the tail shot. It's a bump and a ride off. It's turned back by Gonzalo Pierres across the goal. Alfredo Harriet calls for the play. Drives one downfield. Zorrilla, Lalor, who's going to get the play? Lucito Lalor getting it away from Ernesto Trotz. Lalor, he winds up, he shoots for goal. Alfonso Pierres coming on the inside. Lalor drives in hard. Alfonso gets the backhander, nice defensive action. Zorrilla can't pick up the loose ball. Alfredo Harriet moves to the line, turns that play away, steals it nicely from Juan Martin Zavaleta. Alfredo Harriet goes through. Harriet's shot going up towards the goal. Zorrilla moves in. Harriet's drive wide to the right. The score is still tied. Ernesto Trotz knock-in picked up here by Gonzalo Pierres. Gonzalo up to Alfonso. Alfonso off his heel. He's got a man on his hip. It's Enrique Zorrilla. Alfonso Pierres, look at that next shot. It's going right towards goal. Can anyone get there in time? It's going to be Celestino Garros with a backhand. No, that was Enrique Zorrilla. It's picked up here by Gonzalo Pierres. Pierres shot off the goal post. It's through. They broke the tie. Espadaña on top now, 11-10. 11-10. 2.25 minutes left in this game. Can Espadaña keep the lead? Can Suarez tie it up or go ahead? That's the question we'll see in the next 2 minutes. Alfredo Harriet pouring it on. Gonzalo Pierres says, hey, I'm going to put this ball out of play, and he does. He wants to kill that clock. Now it's back in play. Lalor picks up the drive for Col Suarez. Ernesto Trotz checks over his shoulder. Goes to the backhander, gets it up in the air. It's turned back a little bit. Uh-oh, Alfonso miscues. Gonzalo Pierres challenged in there. It's backed up now by Lalor. Enrique Zorrilla in front of goal. It's a challenge right in front of that Suarez goal. It's over the back line. Clock winding down, 1.5 minutes left. 1 goal separating these two fine teams. Trotz puts that ball up in the air. Alfredo Harriet moving in with Alfonso Pierres. Alfredo miscues slightly. It's picked up now by Alfonso Pierres, and we've got a whistle. Alfredo Harriet to take this all-important penalty shot. Alfredo, a nice drive. It's going up towards that goal. It's picked up by Lucito Lalor. It's a scramble in front of the goal. Lalor's shot, it carries through, and it's all tied up. Lucito Lalor ties the game with 45 seconds, getting his 3rd goal of the game. 45 seconds, it's all tied up, 11-11, 8th chucker. We might have an extra one. Okay, Tayo Estrada lines the players up and puts that ball back into play. It's going Espadaña's direction. Gonzalo Pierres off a pony. Pierres takes the bouncing ball forward. Gonzalo Pierres, it's kicked by a pony. Alfonso Pierres comes in. Lucito Lalor with a backhander, setting up Enrique Zorrilla. Zorrilla moves to the line. Ernesto Trotz. Oh, Zorrilla takes the play. Trotz going for the ball. Ernesto Trotz, his backhander way downfield. It's out of play, eating up valuable time. Just a few seconds. There's the bell. We're going to have a 9th chucker. 11-11 the score. Players back out now. So, getting ready to start. Chukker number 9, the overtime. First team to score wins. What a match. Backed up now by Alfonso Pierres. And we've got a whistle. 2 umpires confer. It's a penalty 5. Celestino taps it once. Garros, his shot into a pony. Zavaleta turns back. Garros recovers with the next shot. Garros drive in the corner. Who's going to get the play? Celestino's got the leg. He drives that ball over towards the goal mouth. It's picked up now by Enrique Zorrilla, and he scores the winning goal. Lucito Lalor throws his mallet away. So happy this Suarez team. What a play. What a game. It's been a heck of a match, a heck of a finals. Both of these teams had to play extra chukkers to get their berth in the finals, and now Col Suarez comes out the victor on top of a 12-11 score. 2 goals for Luis Lalor, 2 goals by Enrique Zorrilla, 3 goals counting the winning goal, and 5 by Alfredo Harriet, 1 by Celestino Garros.